Hey everyone, welcome to Weekend Project. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, and we are very happy to see you here today. We are finishing the rows needed to put this Be My Neighbor from Moda of 2017 Sew Along project together. So you'll see, as of last video, we did block 16, and now we have them all done. I did add a third bird down here on the big house, on the big purple house here. That's where I added my bird. The last one, I didn't want to add all four. You know, you can do what you like. And then there's also two sections where after it's done quilting, I'm going to make some yo-yos and some of my button collection to make some of those flowers that are on this project, like right here and right down here. Okay, so super cute. The only thing I didn't do with the first one here, you'll see behind me, is I didn't put the little sashing in between the rows. I don't know why. I just sewed it together and I liked it. So, and that's what I'm doing with the second one as well. So I have 3 rows together here. Okay, I'll show you. I have to just do the top. We have the top to do. Okay, so there we go. Absolutely beautiful. Like, here's one of those ones where we're gonna add some yo-yos and some buttons, and then there's another one down there in the corner. So I have totally and completely loved doing this whole project, and the fact it was for my sisters from right at the beginning just made it that much more enjoyable, and the love I was able to put into it. So very happy to be able to gift them to them come the new year, because I don't think I'm gonna get it done beforehand. No. But they'll know, I'll let them know something's coming for them. Okay, so let's finish off the top row. Let's just plop this right here right now. And then we have our block. So this should be the far one on the right. And then we have our cute little birdhouse with the mailbox. Oh yeah, it was my favorite. That was one of my favorites too. I think the big house and then this one was probably one of my favorites. All right, so let's line these guys up and pin them and sew them together. Okay. They should be pretty, you know, bang on. If not, you can always just trim. Don't worry about trimming. It's not going to take away from the whole idea. Okay. Just put a few pins in, and then just sew on down. We'll put the rest of our little row together. And I just left my walking foot on. Just it's I don't know, makes things a little easier. I didn't realize actually how handy a walking foot was until I started having to use it for some certain projects, and I was like, wow, I could see why people just leave this on all the time, and I really do. I was putting new cuffs on a jacket. Actually, I was putting cuffs on a jacket. They'd actually melted the cuffs, the fabric there, and actually went and put like knitted cuffs on. And it was very helpful in that aspect as well, because it kept all the bunched of the fabrics together as I was trying to make my way around in a circle. There we go. Just take that pin out. Very nice. So that would have been block 3 and 4. That's what 3 and 4, and then we got 1 and 2 right here. Okay, so then we got to do with the one with the little tower. And then the house, the first one. The first one was a cute one. So let's put those two together. Okay, just line them up. So pop in a pin, one at each side, just to help keep her nice and straight. But you don't have to. If you don't want to, don't have to. And this has been a wonderful way to explore my fabrics and mix a whole bunch of colors you probably would never have thought of to stick in a quilt project without it being a scrappy square. So this is very scrappy and stash friendly because of all the different houses and the different trees and the boat and castles and everything else that you can create out of your fabrics. And they could totally match completely. You're taken from a fabric line, or you just go all, you know, back crazy with what you got in your own stash. Okay. All right, so now let's add those two beautiful houses together. Okay, the pink one and the one that's got the snowmans. Okay, we'll pin those. And it's nice to be able to, I will just give them an edge to edge, just like a basic, maybe even just a meander, just so nothing really distracts from the eye. And then I'll be able to add that extra little pop in a few spots between the beads for the bird's eyes and the yo-yos and the buttons for the flowers. And I do have a nice butterfly embroidery. It's like a monarch butterfly. It's quite lovely, but it's really big. It's almost bigger than the birds. So I don't know. I haven't decided. I got to decide quick before I get them on the long arm. You have to do that beforehand, not after. And you can add more birds if you want your village or your housing section to have mass amounts of birds, and put a whole bunch of birds on. Put them left, put them right, put them all over the place. Okay. All right, here's the pin at the top there, and that will be our first row done. Isn't that pretty? That looks so beautiful. Looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna line it. Actually, we'll give it a little press first. I don't know. It's not usually what I do. It's probably what we should do. And then we'll line it up to the top. Just kind of press where the seams are meeting. We'll just sew those together. It is a beautiful day out today. A little cold. Could be worse. Could be better. All right, now I'm going to lay this one out. And this one on top. Make sure it's going the right direction. And pin along here. So you've got one end. Use as many pins as you need. You're going to definitely need to pin this one. So. And there's not really too many seams you actually have to match up because the houses are different shapes and sizes, right? And for styles and stuff. Try and work your way from, get yourself on the one corner and get yourself on the other corner. Kind of work in the fabric. Don't try and tug it or pull it or anything like that. Just kind of let them flop together. Just want to let them like shake hands, get to know each other. Hello, we're going to hang out here for the rest of our lives. Hello, row 1, meet row 2. Row 2, meet row 1. Alright, there we go. I think we're pretty good there. Put another one down here, and then we're just going to sew on down. Doop, 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 doop. Nice, steady, consistent seam allowance. If you have a spot on your table here or a spot where you're looking with your foot, just try and keep it consistent. And that helps a lot with putting projects together. Things line up far better than if you were just kind of go willy-nilly all over the place. then once you get this all together, once you get your rows together, you're going to probably put your stashing in. I didn't do mine. Like I said, I don't know why, but I like it just the way it is. I'm not changing nothing. Okay. We make sure our houses were the right way. Yay. We did. Oh, I got a pin in here. 2. Okay. All right, there we go. So that is all 5 rows together, or sorry, 4 rows together, but all 16 blocks, okay? So hopefully you can see that. I'll just kind of go up a little bit, there, and then up a little bit so you can see the other row, and then there, okay? So I like to build out the quilts for the borders is adding the sides first, okay? And then adding the top and the bottom, because then it kind of just caps it off. And it's exactly what they have done here. So what you want to do is you want to take the measurement. I'm going to fold mine in half because I know I can count it twice. Okay. And I'm going to line whatever sits good here on the 0. Make sure it's the seam, the thread stitch where you is putting on the 0, not the edge of the fabric, okay? All right. And we're coming at, so 70, 72, almost 74, so I'd say 73. So, and then we want to go in the center and do the same thing, and the other side, do the same thing, and then get the average of all 3. So if it's 72 and a bit, 73, 73, then you're going to want to cut it at 73, okay? So here is the other one here with its lovely border fabric on. It looks really, really nice. Try and show you one of the bottom rows here. Oops. That's the other bird I still have to add. And once you finish it off, you can really customize it in a lot of spots. Here again is where I'm going to put the those thingies I was talking about. Anyways, those things, and the buttons. So, okay. So thank you everybody for watching and liking and subscribing and even partaking in this whole beautiful sew along from Moda Be My Neighbor. It turns out to approximately, if you do it right here, it would be 68 by 84. Okay, 68 by 84 and a half. So mine will be just a little less on that way. So take care everybody. Thank you very much for watching and have a very, very Merry Christmas from our house to yours. Big hugs. And we'll see you soon.